Hello, everyone, and welcome here to yet another thrilling and utterly exciting episode of Geek and Nerd, where you, the viewing public, get to decide who could be the geek and who is the nerd. And we know we do the nerds. Yeah, Locus, stuffing. Yeah, buddy. Okay. I am D, and I profess myself to be Grogu's long lost cousin.
And I am Chuck, and I profess myself to be a lifelong Ben Affleck fan. Let the shitting on Ben Affleck in this podcast begin.
Right. For those of you who don't know, Chuck goes online and constantly talks about how Ben Affleck is not a good actor. I don't know why he does that. It's kind of messed up. I mean, who would do that? What kind of
it's just
sadistic mind?
it's white on white crime, and it's harmless. So, I take my identifying as a heterosexual white male to the extremes. You know what I mean? I hate comment on videos of little girls' ballet recitals. I comment on videos of like vaccine updates with conspiracy theories that involve nothing to do with the vaccine. Like, do you know Katy Perry is just grown up John Benet Ramsey? You know what I mean? I like to spread my toxicity wherever I can on the internet.
Nice. That's good. You can do that. See, if I commented something bad about like Will Smith or Chris Rock or something, maybe black on black crime, and I'd get arrested. Maybe
Which is
today's
funny
shot.
because if you follow the page now at all, you'll know Danny has taken over commenting on our posts, and I'm suddenly the fall guy when his fucking toxic comments go wrong.
Yep. Because I can always say, look at the two of us. Who do you think really typed that?
Yes, as the Duck Dynasty representative for this podcast.
Kind of just point at him. Like, who do you think did that? I'm saying. Okay, bye. Good talk. Good talk.
So, Danny, what is up in the topic world for the geeks and the nerds at home today?
Oh man. Well, today we are gonna get into some movie news as we like to do. DC and Marvel. We are also gonna talk comics as we trend back towards that genre. I know you have some exciting news for the Ninja Turtle fans out there. Matter of fact,
Absolutely.
Toy Stash. I plan on grabbing one of those new Ninja Turtle comics and sending it to the friends that we met in Chicago.
Yep. And then we have friend of the show, Aaron Bartling, who is the artist of the Last Ronin series. So looking forward to some exciting stuff from him. He sent us some exclusive covers that the world has not seen yet.
Oh, but they
Danny,
will, because we will be displaying said covers up until and after his comic is released. So hey, all you guys come on. Honestly, it's funny because it turns out as you get inside information and posted on the page that we get cited by a lot of more reputable outlets. So as we have it first, it seems that Australia is coming to be the trendsetter. They know more about what's coming out than people here in the U.S. So yeah, suck it, U.S. Australia's running this.
we love the fans down under, and we have an army of the willing to mobilize at the click of a Facebook post. So watch out.
Operation Pine Gap is what we call it. That's what we call
True
our friends out there.
true story. So yeah, I know Danny has not caught up yet, but I just want to start off by saying holy shit, The Mandalorian this week, season 3 episode 2, kicking shit into high gear, bringing in some really heavy hitters from the Star Wars mythos, really fucking up in the ante on storytelling in a 45-minute episode. I'm just like, holy shit, not effects heavy by any means, but damn, was it a powerful story, and ties into some breaking news that we got right before we went live that apparently Star Wars is finally getting their shit together and they are bringing Star Killer into the live action universe. So we don't know if
Yes.
this is going to be in a Vader show. We don't know how we're getting him. But for those of you that don't know and live under a fucking rock, Star Killer was the star of the Force Unleashed video games. In the canon, he is Darth Vader's apprentice. Ahsoka was Anakin's Padawan. Vader has a
Not yet.
Padawan
And she
named
wasn't even
Star Killer.
official. which is what makes Ahsoka just on her own level.
So super excited to see Starkiller debut. What are your thoughts on this, and how do you hope they
I
see him?
hope they do a Vader show. We need to finally see Vader at his peak, at not his full power because he never achieved that, but as powerful Vader that would just pretty much get launched from a ship, land, and just wipe out an entire rebel base by himself. He's the reason why they won. And this guy was not at his full strength because his body was ravaged. So and with Starkiller, we get to see Palpatine at his finest, pretty much being like, number one, you're supposed to give all your knowledge to your Padawan so that they can eventually kill you, the ruler, too. He didn't do that. He didn't tell Vader nothing. He would constantly and the guard, the red guys that were always with him, were his spies. And just like, just go with them, protect them. But you know, and I know that you know. You tell me that dude does. I don't
Big
trust
Louis
him.
Belcher quotes here.
Meanwhile, he's getting Starkiller to like, hey, why don't you take out that Vader guy? I think you can do it. I'm just saying. Yeah, you and him.
And man, Starkiller was crazy force powered in the video games. Like I loved what you could do with him in those games. It was absolutely insane. That's what you want to see a force user be able to do.
Yeah, we've only heard about this train. Oh, just take our word for it. Which personally, I can't stand when you do this off screen. Oh, just take our word for it. He was good. Oh, he was powerful. He was show me, dude. If they're that good, don't give me a hallway scene. That's nothing. Give me like show why everyone feared him. Like, let's see it. Get into Vader, get into his mind state, how it was fractured, how every now and then he had a little like there was a battle going on inside him. He said that I killed Anakin, but there was Anakin still there. So show us how every now and then Vader, that Anakin would just come out and he was fighting within himself, which also dampened his powers, which Palpatine saw and really pissed him off. We got to see this. It's political intrigue at its finest. It's a suspense thriller with action. Is the way you write it. It is. I don't even like Star Wars, but that story, I'd be all in. Let's see Starkiller like really go ham and show that as strong as he was, Vader was stronger, and that wasn't even Vader's full potential power, which shows you why everyone wanted him.
Definitely excited for that. Star Wars finally seems to be getting their shit back in order, so I'm excited to see that.
Disney as a whole. I mean, that's why I'm all for DC doing well, because DC is going to be the Jets, and it's going to force the Patriots to stop cruising on what you did. You won 3 Super Bowls, congratulations. But then the Jets came for him and got him. That's what DC's about to do. DC's about to take him with Flash, with Shazam, with Gods and Monsters, and what was Marvel doing? Coasting. Just oh yeah, people will like it because it's Marvel and it's MCU. Yeah, we'll change everything, and then we'll have content creators go online and talk about MCU stuff like they know what the Marvel's all about. Nah, dude, get it together. Well, and oh yeah, you got some news about that because okay, so I'm gonna need a breaking news sounder here. I gotta find something. Yeah, really, because there's a lot of Chuck is now the breaker of news, so I have to draw like a little. I got to draw a little thing, and just a guy who's just standing there with a piece of paper and just the breaker of news. So, what Marvel news do you have for the people?
So anytime you say breaking news, I think of the South Park clip where they're talking about Jerry, but it comes to breaking news. He goes, "Well, Guten Tag and Hail Hitler, Bob. Apparently, shit's gonna." But yeah, so the Marvels release date delayed apparently because of behind the scenes drama with world renowned facial expressionist Brie Larson and all 3 faces that she makes in every movie. So yeah, that's one of the reasons this movie was delayed. Not exactly excited for this movie on any level. I'm excited to see what they do with Monica Rambeau's character, uh, expanding on what she did in WandaVision, but really couldn't give a shit about Miss Marvel or Captain Marvel in it. So this is not on the hype meter at all for me. So I'm glad to see that there's drama because I did not like her casting from the beginning. It has nothing to do with the Captain Marvel character. I just don't feel like it was strong casting. So yeah, that one being pushed from its July release date to kind of buried in November, and Disney really pulling the plug on marketing for the movie, which is a big surprise to some.
Yeah, I think everybody wants to see Monica, and they don't care about the other two. And they've been pumping Miss Marvel down people's throats for the past 10 years, and it's not working. Give it up. Let it happen organically. You saw what happened with Miles Morales. He just clicked. People loved it. That's how you do it. And if they don't like it, just enough. I mean, there's other ways to go about it than force feeding people. Like she's an Avenger and she's important. No, she's like, we have Mr. Fantastic. We don't need what you do. Like, you can just please go away. And I don't know. I think Brie Larson was good casting for Captain Marvel because she's athletic. She has that like athletic look to her, like that's her thing, and that's what Miss Marvel is. Like a she's not a just she doesn't just sit around. She's not sitting at a desk. Like Miss Marvel is action, athletic, go get it, kind of in your face. So I didn't mind that. It's just what Brie kind of did with it. If she would have just played the character and that's it, it would have been cool. But apparently she just ticked a lot of people off and is continuing to do so. So
So
let's
yeah,
just
definitely not excited. Like, where's that fall on your hype meter?
I just say let's call it the Monica Rambeau movie and let's bring in Blue Marvel. And that's how you want to get Kang, you want to chase Kang down? Well, you need Blue Marvel. You need America Chavez, you need Monica Rambeau. Put that group together with Black Panther, and they go out and they fight the Kangs while Mr. Fantastic Four are on Earth dealing with Kang. Like that's what you do. You do two stories at once. Like, well, let's go. Because whatever they call her, Photon, Monica Rambeau, she is an interesting character. She's fun.
Definitely. We also got news that Loki season 2 will drop on July 1st. So excited to see that one. I'm hyped for that show. I dug it. I like what it did for starting the multiverse saga in the MCU. I like Tom Hiddleston's portrayal of the character. I was never a Loki fan from the comics, and this made me a fan of his. I also like Owen Wilson in it. Surprisingly, I feel like the character Mobius is really well fleshed out. So
Yeah.
I like what they're doing with that.
Yeah,
And
I
then
don't
of course
even like
it's
Owen Wilson per se, but I
just
do like what he's
wow.
doing.
Wow, that's interesting. You don't like Owen Wilson? Wow.
Boring. But I like him in
Yeah,
the show. But you know my feelings on Loki, so I don't like
yes.
them making Loki here. I've always liked Loki. I've always liked Thor. I when I was a teenager, like I went to the library and read mythology and Scandinavian mythology, especially. It's like from the beginning of the world and Odin giving up the eye to get knowledge. That's why I didn't like when Marvel wrote like, oh well, Thor would give up the eye at the tree. No, he wouldn't. Odin gave up his eye because he had insight and knowledge. And he quested for more. Thor would give up an arm because he's power and strength and an idiot. But yeah, Loki is a dick, and that's all he is. So trying to make him a hero or an anti-hero, yeah, unless he has a selfish reason for doing it, he wouldn't do it. So that put that in there, and I'll be more like it. But I do like the movie.
Definitely. We got a first look at some Joker 2 set photos on the DC side. We were able to break those on the page. So definitely head on over and check those out. I also have a video of the scene that was actually shot that unfortunately we cannot post because it would reveal our source. But the still photographs that you can see are pretty cool. You get a look that obviously he breaks out of the mental asylum at some point and gets involved in a chase with somebody dressed up as his Joker. Looks really, really cool. I'm excited for this movie. I like what they did with it. I think it's a fresh take on the character. I think Joaquin Phoenix brought an incredible performance. I mean, he won the Oscar for Best Actor for this
I mean,
movie.
he's
So
a
I mean,
really good actor.
he really is. And like he gives it all to every performance that he has. Like even when it like the lesser known movies, his Frequency, the movie with Dennis Quaid where he can talk to his dad back in time on the radio.
Yeah,
Like just great roles. But excited for Joker 2. That's definitely starting to build up for me.
Yeah, I'm excited for it, and I think Lady Gaga is going to do an amazing job. People kind of need to put some respect on her name. The woman, no more she can sing. She'll give you the chills on some of her stuff. I mean, so I think she's going to do good. This Harley Quinn is just the offbeat kind of character that feeds into her. So I think she'll be able to do a good job.
I just think of like the song "Bad Romance" when I am hearing them two play in my head. I want to- So definitely excited for that. A little bit on the DC side, a soft reboot to the comics is coming in September. We're going to be getting new takes on some characters. Wonder Woman getting a retelling, Hawk Girl. They're doing some cool stuff with that.
Yeah, because
But
she's confusing. The Hawk Girl and Hawk Man, both of them very confusing.
yeah, so it'll be interesting to see what they bring to the mythology there. Like Danny
Oh,
said, we will
Flash!
be
Don't
getting.
forget Flash. They're messing with your boy. So you want to break that one because
Yeah, they're doing a new Flash
why are you looking at
series.
the
It's
sky?
Wally West.
Look me in the eye when you talk to me. Look me in the eye. This
They're
is
doing a new
you're gonna need to
Flash
take a shower
series.
after this. Yeah, look me in the eye.
They're
Yeah,
doing a new Flash series that is Wally West.
the fastest Flash.
I'm like, you're making me want to scream right now.
The
I'm
fastest
just like,
Flash. Say it. Say the fastest Flash. Because that's what he is.
he's not the fastest Flash.
He's the
I
fastest
had to get
Flash.
up. I just had to get up and take a breath for that one. I was like, oh my god.
They're making
So
the
yeah,
Wally West the fastest Flash comic. Yeah,
I
buddy.
will never acknowledge that.
Yeah. So this is a soft reboot after their last reboot, Death Knight's Metal, and the reboot they had before that, and the reboot they had before that. So within a 5 year span, how many reboots? 10 year span, they have like about 5 reboots every couple of years.
We don't talk about it. I'm not worried about it. Shouldn't worry about it. Don't worry about
That's
it.
the hey, I mean that's DC reboot kings. So Marvel said, "Ooh, let's do that." No, why would you copy the worst thing from your competitor? And like these, both of the companies that say, "What's they doing that's really bad?" Yeah, let's do that. So that Marvel and DC copy each other's worst ideas and then just go back and forth. And then they say, "Hey, how about that crappy writer over at Marvel? Yeah, let's hire him." And then Marvel says, "Ooh, who's that? Who's that person over there that's writing real bad comics? We got to get them." And then they go back and forth with the writers, and it's just oh man, it's like being on Titanic, playing music and walking back and forth. Ooh, that place is a little wet. Let's go up here. Ooh, it's kind of high. I don't like heights. Let's go back down and get wet. That's what they do. So they're both sinking. There's a couple of projects coming out, so we're gonna be announcing some of those soon. I got it. I'm working on some things in the background.
And screenings are starting back up for summer movie season. I got my first few screenings booked. Very excited. I have John Wick 4 this Tuesday, getting to see that 2 weeks early. That's right, the spirit animal of GYGO returns to the big screen. I've also got Super Mario Brothers movie, which I'm excited for, and Shazam 2 Fury of the Gods, which I am very excited for. People are like, oh, it's going to flop. It's going to flop. I'm like, dude, all the reviews I've read already from test screenings, like it's better than the first. The trailers look great. They don't give away too much. Very hyped for that movie. Danny and I got an up close look at the suits today. Suits look amazing.
Yeah. Every time you mention a trailer not giving too much, we can give a shout out to Robert. Yes, Robert, who would watch every trailer when I would watch none and comment on them about I just saw the movie because I watched the trailer.
I'm like, yeah, definitely excited. I mean, some big summer tentpole movies coming out. Definitely hyped for screening season to be back. Little bit of trailer talk. We got a new trailer for a little IP called what are those guys called? The Adolescent Abomination
Pizza eating.
Karate Rabbit? No, it's the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That's what it was. Yeah, easily forgettable IP. You know what I mean? It's a new franchise. It hasn't really
You have
been like.
two breaking news sounders for the Ninja Turtle. So let's hear that.
Yes, I am so excited for this. So excited for this. The first trailer for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem the Seth Rogen produced claymation Ninja Turtles movie dropped, and I fucking loved it. Like, for the first time, they're actually teenagers. They're like 13 years old. Like, it opens with them doing rooftop YouTube videos. Like, absolutely amazing. The brother chemistry is there. Mikey having his braces, Donatello with the little like eyeglasses and stuff over everything. Very, very excited for that. Jackie Chan as Master Splinter. What? Like, I don't need to hear more about the Ice Cube and John Cena as Bebop and Rocksteady. The voices of all four turtles are played by actual teenagers, and you can tell. Like, the voice acting is great. And then the last scene in the trailer when Raph slips and like stabs Donnie in the leg with his side, and he's screaming bloody murder. You just hear Raph in the background, like, my bad. It was an accident. Don't tell dad. Like, like just the typical little kid thing. Like, you're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine. But definitely a breath of fresh air aside from the Michael Bay Transformers movies. Danny, I know you had mixed feelings about it.
Yeah. I think because I don't understand why April is black and fat and the turtle's legs are super skinny. I think we could kind of fatten up Turtle's legs a little bit. And why is April got to be chunky?
Why
And
not, man? It's April. She's the side character. I don't give a shit what she looks like.
yeah, I'm not. April wasn't a redhead, so it's weird that they changed her black. Usually, every redhead, they're like
You're
new,
actually wrong there, sir. In
new.
the original comic, April was black. They made her white when the comics got rebooted mainstream.
Oh, well, they wanted to appeal to a wider audience. Like,
This is
why is
true. So
April well hanging around with why is this black chick hanging around with turtles? Makes you wonder. Kind of
it
like
does make you wonder.
it's kind of like a groomer. Her and Splinter there. They groomers. You know what? Yeah, let me write that down. Think I'm gonna have to start a protest. Make me some signs. Wave them around. Get a little pissy and aggravated and angry. Make
What?
nonsensical arguments that defeat the purpose of why I'm there in the first place. Okay, now we're talking. And then blame it
If
all on you.
if you see hate in the GYGO comments, just know it is not me. Just
Listen, I don't spread hate. I just spread common sense that people seem to dislike.
it's not stalking, it's just intense research.
Damn. What? Can't like that kind of logic. Come on, people, get out of here.
So yeah, and then Danny and I are both hitting the comic shop this weekend to grab some new titles. Looking forward to reviewing Green Lantern and Space Ghost. We're gonna be taking a look at the new Superman series. Might take a look at the Symbiote Avengers series that Marvel has kicking right now. See how that looks. But definitely for next week, we'll be heading back to the Comic Con segments of things to see what's new on this week's poll list. So excited for that. So comment with what you guys want to see us review as we move back toward that angle of things. Anything else, Danny, you want to touch on?
Okay, so I'm collecting all my pull lists at my local comic shop is Gunslinger Spawn, World's Finest, the new Superman title. Jonathan Hickman is doing a short run of Ultimates. I suggest everyone pick that up because my hope is that it does well and they give Jonathan Hickman the run of the Ultimate Universe because he was doing well in X-Men, and then the other writers that he picked out there gave him a hard time about the next phase when they all knew he had a plan already written out. So when he was good and ready to move the story forward, everybody complained and said they wanted to stay where they were. So he said fine and left. And that's why the X-Men just tailed off to whatever they're doing now. Just like I don't even read it, but I'll go to like critical thinking. So if you want to hear well how bad comics are, check out critical thinking because yeah, he makes Doc read some horrendous stuff. I mean, Marvel and DC are they're just saying, hey, let's see how bad we can make this stuff and people will still buy it. And like, guess what?
It'll
They
never
bought it.
be as
No
bad as
way.
Alma.
No way people bought that. That's crazy talk. Let's keep it
I'm
going.
excited to hit the comic shop, man.
Yes.
Definitely excited to get back to a pull list.
Yep. I got mine rocking. So once a month, pick everything up, bagged and board. Whoop, whoop. Sins
That's
of
the secret
Sinister.
expense they don't tell you about as a comic collector is bags and boards.
Yeah, I got a whole bunch of them. I got stuff over here. I got a bag and board. I have my entertainment center is just a shelf that my mother helped me build that just house comics. So once I get that all scanned and get it all set up, I think I'm gonna make a little short video about it so everybody can see what I have on my TV over here. Like me here, he just kind of watches the laptop computer when I'm not on it or when I'm on it. Yeah, he's on my shoulder saying, "Hey, maybe you don't want to go on that site." I'm saying,
And a couple quick GYGO notes. This weekend will be new installments of Book of the Black, our Blackest Night review series. Start with episode 3, if you guys want to go ahead and catch up on that. The tie-in this week is going to be the Wonder Woman #1 tie-in. We are going to be getting back to our What If segment. For those of you that are following along, we created a Marvel What If story of what if Shadow King possessed Franklin Richards, fleshing out that story as we go every week. Also going to be bringing back retro reviews. And Sunday night, we will be posting our new weekly GYGO schedule, which will tell you guys what we're shooting for that week, what we're reviewing, so that when everything drops on Friday, you guys can have watched those trailers, read those comics, be forewarned of the movies we're reviewing, whatever you want there. So more of a routine weekly schedule going on now that we're excited about. So definitely read up on Blackest Night for that. Look forward to those probably posting either tomorrow or Sunday. Dan, before we get out of here, any final words?
yeah. So we're doing the big deal for the Marvel universe. So I know we have some DC fans out there. So if you are a DC fan and you would like to know how to reboot the DC universe, I'm not talking about a soft reboot. We're talking a reboot to zero and allow people to catch up, keep what you like, get rid of what you don't like. I have that story pretty much fleshed out. So if you would like that one, we can do that as well. And when we do, I will enlighten Chuck on it in real time, and you can watch his brain have an epiphany moment. Epiphany moments are wonderful. I've seen only 3 in my life. They are fantastic. So if y'all would like that, comment, let us know.
And
Yeah, that's about it for
a
this one.
final shout out goes to the GYGO Superhero of the Week,
Yes.
a new running segment here, to the old man from Knoxville, Tennessee, who, as the headline states, dual wielding raw steaks, slapping vegan customers in a restaurant in the face, screaming, "If you don't eat your meat, you can't have any pudding." Uh, Power to this man for just not giving a fuck at all about people's feelings. So looking forward to that segment every week, but the GYGO here of the week. As always, guys, check out the website, GYGOnetwork.com, the Facebook page. Obviously, we got great new content there. Danny with the commenting. Shout out to the Australian fans. As always, we love you guys. And yeah, for me on this side of things, for Geek and Nerd, I've been Chuck Watts.
And I've been D.
And always remember, guys, whatever you do in life, be yourself and always remember to stay away from Oprah.